Absolutely not.
I finished my Invisalign in Philly.
Wow.
But
Yeah,
it's really bad. That's why it's always nice when someone does that.
you were gonna give me a compliment? No, go ahead. I'm listening. Okay, great. Next time. Business as usual. Next time.
Yeah, because when they have
Damn, who's still in front?
It has my name on it.
Crazy. Can you scoot up a little bit?
Yeah, for real. You've had a couple of games now with Kawhi. Just what's it like just having him out there on the floor and just trying to build that rhythm and that kind of thing?
Great. You know, obviously, like he's just working his way into conditioning wise, plan wise, flow of the game, like all of the above. So, he hadn't had a training camp, preseason, none of that. So I think for us, it's just trying to make his job a lot easier for us to just continue to do what we've been doing, and then slowly incorporating him into what we're doing. But I mean, he looks great.
I mentioned that you guys had some slippage defensively the last couple of games and weeks. Does getting a guy like Kawhi, how much does a guy like Kawhi help with that? Even though he's limited, how much does he help?
I mean, obviously we know what he's done, what he's capable of. So, and I mean, it's a long season, so there's going to be a little bit of slippage. But I think just getting back on the right track and locking in. I think we did that tonight.
What are you most proud of a performance like tonight after being down 13 to start the game?
Just the way we stuck with it. They play a zone. They're a good team. They play a zone. They're well coached. So for us to just continue to do what we do defensively, amping up the pressure a little bit more and getting some things in transition. So for us, we did that and it felt good, honestly.
James, that third quarter where you really got it going, what does that feel like? I know you've been in that zone so many different times in your career, but now at this stage where you're playing different roles and doing different things, what is it like to go there in that moment?
It's unexplainable. I don't know. Figure out what that means. But yeah, it's just one of those moments.
James, when you have a guy like Chris, obviously offers you guys a lot defensively, but when he's struggling to make shots, do you kind of say anything to get him, make sure he's not getting frustrated or anything like that?
Put more work in. Like, the work, it speaks for itself. I was here yesterday putting the work in. It translates. I'm here 16th season playing, pretty solid basketball just because of the work that I put in and I continue to put in. So, don't get frustrated with the process. Continue to put the work in. You don't make shots, you make shots, put the work in. That's the only advice I got.
What have the last couple of days just been like? That flight to Denver, obviously, you guys, a lot of uncertainty about what's going back here in LA. And you guys land, probably see a lot of it from the flight in the last couple of days. What's just all that been like for you as from LA?
Man, it's really sad, man. For real, it's like I don't know how to explain it, but so many people is just impacted by this tragedy for real. You know what I mean? There's so many, whether it's materialistic things or loved ones or whatever the case may be. Like, you don't really know what to say to people, but just try to support, have their back, and really come together and closer. Because honestly, that's the only route we got for real. So for me, just trying to make sure everything's settled and then figure out ways that I can put my imprint on it and help, and whatever needs to be done. But something you can't control, and just it's frustrating. So I feel for the people that's out there that had to be evacuated, that lost homes, that lost loved ones, that lost everything they had. So we'll figure out how to help people.
Were you close at all?
No, I wasn't close.
Obviously, the games were postponed on Saturday. Did it feel like this is the right time to get back to playing basketball? Did it feel weird to be back?
Eventually, it's gonna happen. I think for the most part, we got a lot of it contained. From what I'm hearing, so. Eventually, we were going to have to get back to basketball, but then still do our due diligence and figure out how to help people that's still, evacuated and don't have anywhere to go. So it's going to be a work in progress for a very, very, very long time, and that's something that all of us as a group are going to have to be willing to sacrifice and help with.
I know your foundation, you've done a lot in the community over the years. everywhere you've been, but definitely since you've been in LA. What's it been like being with the Clippers, an organization that's such a big focus point?
Man, start from the top. Steve is very, very, very helpful. Giving back to the community and things that's needed. So from that trickles down, and then for myself, like I said, finding different things that needs to be done, and people that needs to be helped, and tackle it. So I just pray that everybody's safe. Thanks.
Thank you, James.
Let's get ready for Hoop Jab.